And welcome to Cryptid News. I'm your host, Dill number 12. We come to you tonight with breaking news out of Cedar Falls, Iowa, as officials have told us multiple dogman sightings have been confirmed in the Cedar Falls city limits. Now, we have a live reporter on the scene, Dill number 36. Dill, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Dill number 12. I'm here in Cedar Falls, Iowa at the last reported known location of a dogman sighting. Officials are saying at this time there are dogmen on the loose. Now, it is unclear whether there is more than one, but in the last hour alone, we do have multiple confirmed dogman sightings. Now, police are saying that this should be taken very seriously. If you see a dogman, don't make eye contact with it, and especially stay indoors, lock the windows to preserve your safety. I mean, this is a very serious situation here in Cedar Falls, Iowa, but police say don't panic. Everything should work out A-OK as long as everyone abides by the rules.
Definitely a scary scene in Cedar Falls, Iowa. You always have to worry about stuff when cryptids get into the community and come across human beings. It can end pretty violent. Hopefully everyone takes the precautionary measures needed in order to stay safe. Dill, have you seen anything in the area that is abnormal?
We have not seen anything abnormal to my knowledge.
Number 36, you are facing the wrong way.
There appears to be no dogman in the area.
Well, that's just too bad.
I am very cold. May I go back into the studio van?
Just get inside, warm up, and stay safe, number 36. It would be a shame if anything happened to you. Now let's move on to the weather. Dill number 22, what do you got for us?
Well, we have an absolute killer forecast in the works for y'all. As you can see, out in the northeast, we're going to have a high probability of rabid chupacabras. Now, this could run up through Thursday, so make sure to plan accordingly for that. And then, of course, down in Texas, we're going to have a likely chance for thunderbirds flying in the area. Now, this will depend on wind factor. I have no idea what the weather is going to be like. Well, even though I'm a weatherman, I don't do any of that. I just do cryptid weather. So you're on your own. There's a 40% chance for that. And then in the northeast, obviously, we're going to have Bigfoots crawling around everywhere. This could stretch all the way from Southern California all the way up to Washington, but I think the highest concentration will be Oregon. So make sure that when you're out and about, you're keeping your eyes peeled for Bigfoots because they can be aggressive if horny. Back to you, Dill number 12.
Thank you, number 22. And now we move on to the next news.
The state of Iowa has got a new Bigfoot documentary. Two brothers, Seth and Jesse Adams, who produced the show, had a Bigfoot encounter themselves in Waterloo, Iowa back in 2009. Coincidentally, right where I'm from. The brothers ended up founding the Calhoun County Paranormal Investigators, a group that started as a ghost investigation group back in 2005. The documentary premiered on YouTube back in October called Squatch, Iowa, currently with 20,000 views. Yeti footprints were reportedly discovered by the Indian Army. Back in 2019, the Indian Army posted this tweet, which appears to show some kind of large tracks. They said the tracks measured at 32 inches long and 15 inches wide, which is about twice as long as an elephant's footprint. What seems odd about this, however, is that they appear laid out in a straight line, which doesn't really correspond with a typical bipedal stride. But what do you think? Could this be some kind of prank? Snowshoes, perhaps? Or could this really be evidence of the Yeti? And to our final story, scientists in Russia claim to have found remains of, well, something odd. A team of researchers who were investigating the cold, icy waters of Lake Labanikir found remains of a jaw and skeleton, which could not be identified. The search was prompted by claims that a mysterious creature was inhabiting the waters. The lake is 4,500 miles east of Moscow in the Siberian wilderness. Many people claim that the stories of this particular monster predate those of the famous Loch Ness monster. The team also used an echolocation sounding device which registered a massive object under their boat. They said it was very dense, ruling out any kind of known fish in the area. Many believe the creature that roams the lake to be known as, quote, the devil. What do you think?
And that will wrap it up for this episode of Cryptid News. Remember, stay safe and stay alert.